Hi everyone, today I'm here with a really exciting video that I've been planning for a little while. It is a makeup starter kit for Australians with affordable products. So if you're just starting out with makeup or you're just coming of age to wear makeup and you don't know where to start, or even if you're a bit older and you're just getting into it, these are some fantastic products at really reasonable prices. They're either available at Priceline or Big W, and definitely available in Australia. And like obviously when you go out and buy all of the products, they all add up, but I'm going to give you a couple of options, and you know, they are quite affordable. I don't think there'd be anything really over 30. I think everything would be under $20. I'm going to actually work through the products as I would put them on my face, so in order. So starting off, we're going to start with primer. Now this one here is the Face of Australia Face Base Primer. This is amazing. I've had it for about a year and a half, or nearly 2 years, and I have not run out. It definitely is oil free like it says. I do tend to have oily skin, so I notice my makeup doesn't go oily when I wear this. Well, obviously it depends what type of foundation I wear, but this is great, and it's around $10 normal price, so you can definitely get it cheaper than that. A different one, but the same brand, is the Face of Australia High Definition Primer. Now this one is more like a moisturizer type thing, whereas this one has that silicone feel to it, so it fills in all your pores and it leaves you with a really smooth skin. And it's also about the same price, I think $10. Let's talk foundation. Now if you're just starting out with makeup, usually you don't even need to wear foundation. I remember that I needed to wear foundation because I actually had very bad acne. I didn't actually start to wear foundation until I was in year 10, which would have been about 14 or 15 years old. Now the first foundation I remember, it was, they don't actually have it anymore, but it was a Revlon one, and it was a clean and clear one or something like that. My mum didn't really know that much about makeup, and we went to the chemist and that's what they sold me. So I'm going to give you a couple of options. So something from really light coverage to definitely full coverage. Starting off with the lighter coverage, I'm going to mention these two Maybelline BB Creams. So this one is the pink one, I guess you would say, and then this one is the bluey greeny one. The pink one has a very light sheer coverage, whereas this one is definitely has a bit more coverage. I would still call it light to medium. This one is definitely light coverage. Something that I do really want to quickly touch on is when I went to school, I didn't go to a private school. I went to a public school, and they didn't care what makeup that we wore. I think eyeliner was the main thing there. I don't think people would wear bright lipstick. If anything, lip gloss. I don't know if the rules have tightened since I left my high school, but it was quite a few years ago. So I'm just going through some products that even if you can't wear it to school, you would get them and then wear them on the weekend or to special occasions or something. Okay, next up the food chain, something a little bit more coverage would be the Garnier BB Creams. This one is in the medium, this one is the light. The reason why I have two is because the medium is quite dark. It would actually suit me right now probably, but the light one is a bit too light. It would be too dark for those with really fair skin. I find when I don't have a tan on, it's just too dark for me. But when you're somewhere in between or quite tanned like I am, these would be perfect for you. They have a great amount of coverage. The formula is very runny, but it is very easy and quick to work with, which is another really great thing. This is something that I would wear to work on a daily basis. It doesn't have like amazing quality, but it gets the job done without looking too cakey. The next one does have a lot more coverage, and it looks really natural. It is the L'Oreal Nude Magique Eau de Teint. I don't know how to say it. Detant? I don't know how to say it, and I did a first impressions on it and butchered the name, but I love this foundation. It is amazing. It's really runny, similar to the BB cream, so you have to shake it before you use it. I just apply it with a brush, and it is fantastic. Go and check out my first impressions if you want to see how much I love this. Two other foundations that I wanted to mention if you wanted a lot more coverage and you don't mind it being like a little bit cakey and obvious that you're wearing makeup. The first one is the L'Oreal True Match. This formula is really nice. It does tend to get oily at the end of the day, but if you take a powder with you, you can just touch it up, and you can definitely get this one on sale for around $20. It's a great range. They have a lot of colors in their range as well, so that is one to check out. The next one I want to mention is actually really affordable. It is the Australis Full On Foundation. I did a first impressions on this one too if you wanted to go and check it out. This is the color beige. This one is the color 140 Pure Beige, and then this one is the color D3 Golden Beige. This one I feel can really be, obviously it looks like you're wearing makeup, but that's okay if you're after that. This is a very reasonably priced foundation. Sorry to interrupt this segment, but I forgot to at the time record concealer. Now I have 3 examples here. The first one is the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Concealer. This is fantastic and you can get it on sale for about $10 and it's really great. The next one I have here is also a Maybelline one. This is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. This is the brightening shade and it is excellent for obviously doing what it does. It brightens up that area and creates a highlighted effect underneath your eyes. And the third one is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Concealer. This one is a little bit more pricey than the other ones, but make sure that you get it on sale. And this has a really great consistency. It can be a little bit drying, but the consistency is really nice and thick, and yeah, it's really great. So there's some concealers. Now back to the normal program. A concealer that I find works well, that covers up pimples so well, is the Maybelline Cover Stick. It's just one of these stick ones. I've tried a few other stick ones and nothing compares to this. It's so affordable. You can get it on sale for about $5. I just place it on with my finger, which melts it into the skin, and yeah, it's great. There's 2 powders that I want to mention. First, of course you know I'm going to mention this. It is the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. This is in the shade Natural. I do have all of the shades and they just look like this. They have a flip up lid with a mirror on the back and then the sponge in there. This is the new packaging and this is the old packaging. So that is a great one. You can get it on sale for under $10 and it lasts all day. It is great for oily skin. And it also has a bit of coverage in it as well. I like my powders to have a bit of coverage in them because I just find that I need that extra bit of coverage. But that's me personally. Like if you're after a translucent powder, just go for something like the, I didn't bring it out, but the Australis translucent loose powder. The other powder that I really want to mention, and this is so ridiculously cheap, it's $2. It is the Bow Beauty Pressed Powder Compact. This is in the color Fair, and this is perfect for me when I have no tan and I am a Milky Joe. I love it. The lasting power on it is fantastic for $2. They do have a few different shades. This one here is Natural, so as you can see it's a little bit deeper, but I've used the Fair one a bunch of times when I obviously have no tan on, and it's great. So I love that one. So affordable as well. Moving on to bronzer, I didn't really have like a standout bronzer, like drugstore bronzer, but this is one that I used all the time. It is the Essence Sun Club Blondes Bronzer. Now this is like, I think, a limited edition packaging, but they still do have it. This is in 01 Natural, so I think they just come in like a smaller size, maybe a bit bigger than that. This is their blush, and this is a really great bronzer. It's all matte, the color is fantastic, and it's great for the price that you pay. I think maybe like $3-4. So, which brings us onto blush. Now pretty much with blush, just go ahead and buy whichever one you like. I'm just going to mention a few just in case you were a bit lost. The first ones that I want to mention are the NYX Blushes. You can get these in Target or you can order them online. There are a whole bunch of sites that do sell them. This color is in Terracotta and it's a brownie color with a sheen to it. You wouldn't think much looking at it, but it is really pretty. And this color here is in Natural, and it's just a beautiful natural pink flush to the cheeks. Just stunning. These ones I think are around $10 from Target. And the other one here I've got is an Essence Silky Touch blush. This is in Natural Beauty. Again, a very nice natural color. They do have a really good range of colors at Essence, and these are only like $3-4. I know Bow Beauty do have a really good blush too, but I did forget to bring it out, but you'll see it when you go and get your powder, and they're only $2. Next is highlighter, and highlighter in Australia is a really difficult thing. Something that I do want to mention is, if you haven't already thought of it, use an eyeshadow. Use a beautiful, creamy, beigey, champagne colored eyeshadow to highlight just the tops of your cheekbones there. Works a treat. But if you're wanting to get a highlighting product, these ones are my go-to for the drugstore. This is the Essence So Glow Cream to Powder Highlighter. This pink one here is called Bright Up Your Life, and this one here is Look on the Bright Side. This one here is a more yellow tone, and this one here is more pink, but they are just cream to powder. If you don't know how to use them, you take some product on your fingers, and then you just, not too much. If you've got too much, just dab it on the back of your hand, and then just dab it on the tops of your cheekbones up to your brow. This area here is where you want it highlighted. So I definitely recommend these. Again, $3. Brows can be a really tricky thing. I found my ultimate brow product, but unfortunately it is high-end. But I know when I was starting out, brow pencils were a really great thing, super easy and quick to use. The first one that I fell in love with was the Essence Brow Designer. This is in the blonde shade. This is how much I've used it. Like, it, you know, was up normal height, and it has a little brush on the end, which is great. These are like $2. You just can't beat them. Another one that I found recently is the Savvy Eyebrow Pencil. This is in the color Taupe, and same kind of story, it has a brush on the end where you can brush the brows out, and it's great. So I definitely recommend a pencil to start off with. You can't really stuff it up, hopefully not anyway. I didn't actually bring it out, but the Essence Lash and Brow Gel is what I use to set them, and that's only a couple of dollars as well. Eyeshadow primer. Now, I never used to even know about eyeshadow primer, so this is something that I think that can really prolong the life and longevity of your eyeshadow. It doesn't make it, like, it stops the eyeshadow from creasing pretty much on your eyes, makes it stay on better. My favorite, like, I've been using it non-stop lately, it is the Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow base. This is amazing. Another thing is the Maybelline Color Tattoos, but they're a bit more expensive, and also they won't go with everything. This is just a natural skin color, and it will go with everything that you're going to put on top of it. It is great. I love it. So when it comes to eyeshadow, there is no doubt in my mind, and I think in most people's minds, the best, most affordable, practical eyeshadows would be the Chi Chi eyeshadow palettes. This one here is the Bronzes palette, and I actually used it for the first time the other day, but I do have a couple of the palettes, but they come with 12 colors. They are extremely versatile. Some of them do have matte shades, and some of them do have shimmer shades, but you want to find one with a good mix of matte and shimmer shades. Too much shimmer can be a bad thing sometimes. The pigmentation of these is great. You can get them on sale for about $16 from Maya or Target, and they are just, they're amazing. Like, there's nothing else on the market that offers this many shadows at this good a quality, and such great colors as well. Like, all of these colors go so well together, and maybe a good one to start off with would be the, is it the Naked palette dupe? Yeah, I think it's called Naked or Natural palette or something like that. Another one that I like is the Bases palette, but this one is great as well. Alright, I'm going to talk about eyeliner for a little bit, and there's a few different types of eyeliner. There's liquid liner and pencil liner. Pretty much liquid liner would just go on the top lash line. This one that I've used today is a gel liner, but I don't think that that's really necessary. Some gel liners can be a bit more expensive, and I haven't found a drugstore one that I really love. My favorite one is the Monaco one, but I don't even know where you can buy it from. Anyway, back to the story. Pencil eyeliner. There's 3 brands that I typically really love. My favorite is the Australis. It's just called an eye pencil, and this is in Blackest Black. I have this on my lower lash line today, which is typically where you would put your pencil eyeliner. So on your lower lash line, or in your waterline, or on your tight line. You of course can use it on your top lash line if you want to smoke it out, or just something quick and easy. You can definitely do that. Another brand that I love is the Models Prefer eyeliners. These are the Infinite Color eye pencils. These are amazing, so creamy, beautiful. They don't drag. Yeah, all of these ones, they're amazing, so I wouldn't even bother buying any other ones. This one here is a Rimmel Scandalise, and this is their nude color. It's called Nude. I really like to use this in the waterline. It really opens up the eyes and makes you appear more wide awake, and something that I didn't know about when I was in school. If you've had a late night, or you couldn't sleep the night before, or something like that, definitely liquid liner can be a very tricky thing, and can most definitely not be our friend on a good day, or even definitely not on a bad day. One that I have found over the past year that works the best for me personally is the Maybelline Master Precise Liquid Liner. Now this one has a really nice tip. I do have another one, but I don't know if I got this one from America, but you can see the different sizes in the tips. I prefer the small one a lot better to the big one. I find that the big one, the formula doesn't really get to the end of the tip, whereas this one has a really nice fine tip. I have a feeling that I got the bigger tip one in America. But anyway, I really love this, really easy to use. You can create a small wing, a big wing with it. You don't even have to create a wing with it. You can just put it on your lash line. This one is, I think, about $12, maybe $15, but you can get it on sale for about $10. Which brings me to mascara. So the mascaras that I want to talk about are the Maybelline mascaras. I've got here the Rocket one and the Maybelline Colossal Mascara. It's a personal preference when it comes to mascara. Like, this wand is crazy. Like, it's all bent and you wouldn't think that this one would work very well at all, but it actually does work really well and I love it. The Maybelline ones you can get on sale for about $10. They are amazing. You just have to really try a few mascaras to figure out what kind of wand works best for you. It's really trial and error with mascara. It's such a personal thing. Lip products that I quickly want to mention as well is the Revlon lip butters. These are great. They're not too pigmented. They're nice and glossy, really comfortable to wear on your lips. Some lipsticks that you can find really affordable. They are normally $10, but you can get them on sale cheaper, are the Miss Shop Cosmetics ones and even the Sports Girl ones. They just look like that. The formulation is so creamy and the packaging is so simple and easy. You can definitely like see the colors like that. They're really good lipsticks. So the last thing that I want to mention is the NYX Butter Glosses. These are fantastic. The formulation is great. You can pick these up from Target. I own a whole array of colors and I would just want to collect them all. But they are really great. They stay on your lips. They don't stick to your hair. Like, of course, if your hair flies in it, it's going to stick to it. But they have a bit of pigmentation and they're really nice and glossy. So that is the end of my makeup starter kit video. I hope you guys enjoyed and you've learned a few different things with this video. Might give you some ideas of, like, these are holy grail kind of products to me. Some of them I might not have used for a while, but they are definitely all worth the money if that's the kind of thing you're looking for. Like with the foundations, with the mascaras, with the lip products, it really depends what kind of look that you're going for, but this will give you a starting point for makeup and yeah, it'll get you there. It just takes practice with makeup. It's something that for some people, of course, it will come naturally, but yeah, it's definitely fun to play with makeup and these things are really great. Oh, another lip product is the Bo Beauty lipsticks. They're only $2, so while you're there looking at their powders and their blushes, pick up a few lipsticks, and even their lip glosses are really good as well. So that's about it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and I will see you in my next video. Bye!